Good day, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future of trading. All our videos for educational purposes only. You're very welcome to follow any of our signal as long as you are on sim. We're not responsible for your trade. We had a beautiful run this morning, long, and now the market is changing direction. Your best bet right now on an auto trade is your CL and NASDAQ. NASDAQ is doing much better than the ES. If you are auto trading, doesn't matter what kind of auto trade you are using, the NASDAQ and the CL, or even the YM, the third option. The first option is NASDAQ, then CL, then YM. And right now, the reason I don't want you to auto trade, doesn't matter what kind of auto trade you have on the ES, because we have a support area here, and you can see it got projected before, and we have a support area at 67.92, and it's not easy to break, followed by the 6790 on the ES. So we have a heavy resistance on the ES 6798, and we have a heavy support all the way till the 6790. So that's why it is the best option to wait till this ES break those level, and then we are be in a good shape. So be careful with this ES. We need to see the ES crossing those support 6790. And on the NASDAQ, we're about to go down, but wait a little bit on the NASDAQ, because also it just hit the institutional target 125,237, profit taken on this, and it's jammed between the 25,238 and the resistance 25,249. So what we need to see the ES breaking this level, so the NASDAQ will follow immediately. So we are in a really two different direction, and waiting to see what the market do. For us, we hope that the ES break that level here, so we can continue trending to the short side. And that's what we are waiting on. The key is 6790. If we are able to break the 6790, we are in a good shape for today. If it's rejected, we are in a very volatility place right now. We'll see what happened. You can see where the ES stop, exactly where we told you. And the NASDAQ want to go farther, but I don't want to do this until I see the ES go below the 6790. Here it is. We're about to start going short. Wait till we cross the 6790. You can see where the ES stop at 6790. This is the key for today's morning trading. We need to see breaking that number. You see, that's what we are waiting. That's why I told you on the NASDAQ not to get excited with the NASDAQ until we see the 6790 broken. That means officially the market is short on the NASDAQ and ES. And you can see how very nice, loud and clear how the ES is struggling with that line. You see? So it's trying to break it. It's trying. We'll wait and see. We need the bar to close below that 6790, and here it is. Now we have short on the ES and NASDAQ once the bar close below the 6790. Be patient. We have the auto trade on the ES took short. Exactly on the 6790. You can see it right there. It exactly on that line. Despite the sellers over the buyers, look, the sellers are way over the buyers. Here they are little bit equal, and it is not making it. It's struggling to close below that. Got rejected from the floor and fibs, and it's trying. Let's see what happens. You know, as I explained to you before, this line number, the yellow number you see on the chart, is like a door you're trying to kick. You kick the first time, the second time, the third time, until it gets weaker, and then you finally break the door. So this is exactly how it works, this yellow line. This is where most of the time the market hit 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, and then it breaks it. So you have to respect that line, whether you are auto trading or not. You have to respect it. You cannot get away with it. Well, got rejected. That means that trade short is not gonna work. It's different from one instrument to another. It's different. Adil. Depends on the market movement. You cannot have them on the same line, the NASDAQ and the ES. They are two different instruments. Your yellow line on the NASDAQ is way above here. It's right there. And that depends on your market condition, movement. The NASDAQ is not moving like the ES. Again, we are still waiting on the 6790 on the ES before we officially can call it short. We need the bar to close below the 6790. But also you can take advantage of it, Adil. It is here a re-entry at 25,249. It is a re-entry short. You look at your instruments, see if they are weak or strong, and then you can decide to re-enter the market from here. Now the buyers are way over the sellers, and there is no short. We are way far from the short. Let's see, we're going back to the re-entry level. This is the Nasdaq re-entry level at the yellow line. If he breaks it, that means there is no more short. If you notice on the Nasdaq, Adil is trying to break that line as well. So if the bar close above, you don't have any more short trade on the Nasdaq. But let's wait and see, because we have a re-entry here on the ES. Let's wait and see. You don't have a strong trend. You can see where the Nasdaq stopped. The Nasdaq momentum are much better than the ES. And look, the Nasdaq where it stopped at your yellow line too. Let's see if we can break it. Very critical day. You have to be very careful, folks. If you are auto trading, you don't know what you're doing. It is a very critical, very important right now to sit on the side. Don't get excited with this Nasdaq movement. Wait. Now we have buyers. You can see it's blinking on the chart. We have buyers trying to push the market and fail. If the ES dropping, it's going to drag the Nasdaq with him. So that's why we said it's a really critical day. Be careful today with the trades, you know. Yeah, welcome to trading. Nothing we can do. There is no magic box like what you see on cheap apps. Some bunch of kids, you know, make some kind of candy chart, and then everybody living happily after. Nothing like this, you know. Those are children trying to make games and get your money, but there is nothing like this, what you see on those cheap apps. And now the AS crashed, like what we said. We have a re-entry, and then is the Nasdaq dragging with the ES. The ES is retesting again the 6790 again and again, and he will break it eventually. There are many buyers coming to change the direction. Fallon, look here, when it started blinking, there is a lot of people put long trades. It's not gonna work for them, that's for sure. Really, a lot of volatility, a lot of volatility. Actually, today, one of my not my best friend, I have not talked to him in 5 years, actually. And today he sent me a message, hi Sam, how are you? And I had to go back to the messages to remember who he is. And we used to be good friends, but we live in a different countries, so we in a way, we faded out. And he has a problem. He have $42,000. I cannot name the name of the stocks he owns on a YouTube, but he have three different major stocks. Those the famous one, the expensive ones, and he have a subscription with this company, and the company is registered in Europe, and I was surprised. Actually, I don't want to call the country, but it's registered in Europe, in a very decent country in Europe. Not those, the south, is from the north of Europe. And he have $42,000 in stocks. He want to cancel his subscription and get his stocks out, or sell them and get cash. They rejected his emails. He tried to call, they would not take his calls, and he asked me if he can give me the information so I can take the stocks away from that platform. I said, I'm not able to do this because you put your money from your bank. I cannot transfer it to my bank. And he said, Sam, I don't know what to do. I said, fly to them. He said, there is no address. He looked at it. It was no address. I said, well, congratulations, you've been scammed. And I mean, if you wanted to go with a broker, please try to get with brokers. I cannot call names, but get some brokers like they've been around for many years, you know. And I said, fly to them and see, try to pinpoint where is the location on this, because they can be registered and they are in Hong Kong, China, Africa. I don't know where they are. They can register. They can have a link in certain country, but does not mean they are existing in this country. And you cannot hold them back. You cannot take them to court because you don't know where are they. And if they are in somewhere in a third world country somewhere, good luck. Go to Uganda and try to find this company. Good luck with that. So please, if you don't get cheap with the trading, don't get cheap. If you want to trade stocks, crypto, future trading, Ninja Trader does not trade. Ninja Trader platform. When you put your money with Ninja Trader, they are not allowed to trade your money. Your money is extremely safe when you open a broker with Ninja. It is. You nailed it. It's this country, yes. Yes. I don't want to say it on YouTube. Yes, you nailed it. It's in that country in Europe, yes. Did you have a bad experience with them as well? You nailed it, yes. I mean, this country is practically there is zero. You cannot say zero, but practically this country there is no corruption. They are very strict. Yes, sir. You nailed the country, right? Yes. They are a very respected country where there is practically zero corruption. It is number 3 worldwide with less corruption worldwide. And they figure out a way to scam him with his stocks. Oh yeah, and he said there are some of your friends as well. Yes, and they do deal with bitcoins and crypto as well. Yes. Oh, okay. When you're a friend as well. Yeah. I mean, this country, you never think they have a scammers. And I'm sure the scammers, they are not citizen of that country. I promise you. I promise you, because the police will be right on their butt in 5 minutes. This country is well organized that they can pinpoint where are you, in which supermarket you are doing shopping. Within a second, they can find you. Within 1 second. It's a very organized country, and he thought he was safe, but he's not, because the link, the headquarter of that country is not in Europe. It's somewhere in Zimbabwe or somewhere, I don't know where, but they got him. Yes, sir. 42,000. And this guy is not a rich guy. He works in a restaurant for the last 22 years, so his money was not made from trading. His money was made in by busting his back, working and putting money on the side and saving for pension. Yes, sir. Don't ever go cheap on the trading, whether your computer, your broker. I mean, when I need to change my computer, I was talking to someone today. My computer now here in this location is a couple of years old. If I need to update to a new computer, it costs me around $10,000–12,000. I'm not gonna go buy a laptop to trade on. I need like a 64 gigabyte, 120 gigabyte. On the other office, I have 120 gigabyte RAM. You know, it is like a flying machine. Can open 8 screens, and all this you have to be special made. You know, you need to do your homework with your broker. And there is one gentleman in England. They called him. He used I forgot the name, not the treasure. I forgot the name of the wallet. They told him there is somebody hacked to your wallet. Please update your framework. And he is all over the media in England. And this older man hooked his wallet, cold wallet. And then another company called him. They said, "This is we need to protect you." The minute he hooked his wallet and opened it up, they took his saving account, 250,000 in the crypto within seconds. Before he knew it, they were wiped up. So if you dig on those cheap apps, the ones they are making video how easy the trading are, if you go on the purchase side, each one of them, there is a review. They are scammed by people. So when you see something on those cheap app, go under the review and you see on the, we're trying to pretend like you want to purchase, and then you will see how many people have been whacked, and read on the comment to see they were all fell. All those easy money, and there is some of them right now, they're putting a play game, not trading, play game. Deposit money, $400, $300, $200, $10, $20, play game. So they reverse it to play game. So be careful. Don't go with, you know, it's like when you buy shoes. When you buy cheap shoes, you're gonna buy a new one next week. Get a solid shoes and expensive one, and it will stay with you for years. Simple as it. It's like shoes. Yeah. Right now we're still hanging on the 6790. The market now is about to. We have a sellers on the. The sellers were trying to push the Nasdaq, the sellers over the buyers, the sellers over the buyer. So right now we have an entry on the ES, and now finally the ES give into the 6790, and we finally broke it. Now we are on the same direction as the Nasdaq. They are going parallel, and now you can activate your short trade on the ES, and now you can activate your short trade on the Nasdaq. Now they are going in sequence direction. For the Nasdaq, on this one here, we had much more. We finished with 1,840, but right now the trade is to the short side, it's not to the long side. So be careful. We have a short on the ES and we have a short on the Nasdaq. The CL took a short also. And now we're going down the hill. We're done. Short, 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 short. It's finished. Short, short, short. CL, Nasdaq, ES. Short. Go for it. We're not your financial advisor. We just share the information we see in the market. That's it. You're not paying me, and I'm not making a living out of you either. Thanks God. If you are on a short trade with the ES, your target is 6784.75 to the tick. To the tick, gentlemen. Here is your exit. For the Nasdaq, if you are short, be careful of the 25,221.75. We work on one tick. We work on one tick. This is your exit line. This is your exit strategy. Right there. We're coming to the exit. If you are on that trade, 6784.75, take a profit. On the Nasdaq, take a profit at 25,221. If you have two contracts, the second contract is 25,207. You can see, we told you when you come to the fibs, because many people, they want to just put the fibs. You can see it's blinking that they're trying to push to break that fib. You see these dots here? They're trying to push that fib. You see those dots when you come to the fib, and you can see when they're trying to break that fib. And look where is the ES at, and they are trying to break that fib, and look where the ES stopped. And they're trying to push the market down to break that fib, because if they break that fib, we're coming to the final destination around 6773 for today's target. Look, we said to exit at this line, and look what the Nasdaq did. Stop right there on the fib. Those fibs, they recalculate while the market is moving. It's not like what you see on those cheap apps where he have the same line from last week. You know, he got them on a junk sale somewhere in the supermarket Sunday afternoon. Those here are studying the market movement and re-update constantly. And here we told you to exit on this line, and here is the market kicking right back from those lines. Welcome to trading. You don't have a reversal long. No, it's too early for reversal long. The only time you can look under the reversal, this ES is coming between those two yellow lines. This is where you start looking for reversal. By the time this market comes in between those two yellow lines, where the amateur trader keep going short, this is the place where you need to find reversal, which we are coming, because look, they are trying to push this market and they're trying to break that line. Look at it. They are selling. You see where it's blinking here? It is selling. they're selling and they're trying to push the market. Once you hit between the two yellow line, you're gonna see fib, and once you see support fib in here, this is where the amateur trader continue to go short, and this is where you need to start looking for reversal. It's too early to go on a reversal. Remember what we have done on Monday webinar a couple Mondays ago, you know. Today I'm gonna be cutting it short. We are extremely busy today, so I'm not gonna able to sit the full hour, but we will try our best to extend it as much as we can. On your NASDAQ deal, you need to wait till the market, as an example here, you need to wait till it comes to, every time you see double support, double resistance, this is a potential for reversal. And here you have a projection with a double support. That means most likely this market right here, you can be reversing the market if it hit in here. But in here, in this area here, right now, what you do, you look at your, here, the sellers over the buyers, all in red, and it is a bloody red on the ES. You don't have a chance to take reversal. Remember that. This one here is fully blooded. Look, the sellers are way over the buyers. All your from 1 to 30, from 1 to 30 minutes, all in red. You have no chance to catch flying knife and go with reversal. Right now, the re-entry on the ES, only re-entry short 6790, but don't ever try to go on a short in those area here. And the same thing here, you have a re-entry on 25238, re-entry short. You don't have a reversal. If you want to reverse from here, is a scalping. In another word, you only in and out manually, just a few ticks, and you don't want to do that. You know, you don't want to. You don't want to jump into a market for 5-6 ticks. You don't want to do that. Well, folks, I think we did very well today. We called a couple of trades for you, and there were success trades. There were winning trades. And today we need to cut off the webinar short. We are extremely busy today. So we say thank you very much for today, and we'll see you another day. Bye for now.